Derivational versus inflectional. Let's look at the comparison between these two types of morpheme. So, inflectional morphemes never change the grammatical category. If the word is a noun, it remains a noun after the addition of an inflectional morpheme. For example, we have the word tall, which is an adjective, and we add an er to make it a comparative adjective. It remains an adjective. So you can see that taller is an adjective. So after the addition of er, there is no change of class. Inflectional suffixes follow derivational suffixes. The order of suffixes is that first the derivational suffix is added to the stem, and then comes the inflectional. For example, we have the word workers. So the basic form is work. Then we add er, which is a derivational morpheme, which makes a verb into a noun. And then we have s, which is an inflectional suffix, which makes it plural, right? But does not change its grammatical category. It remains a noun. Derivational morphemes, on the other hand, often change the part of speech. Often change. Here we are going to make a shift, and we have the word use the word often. It means that in some cases the derivational morphemes do not change the class. They are like inflectional morphemes. For example, read verb becomes reader, which is a noun. It is the first example in which the class is changed. Some derivational morphemes do not change the grammatical category of a word. So, for example, all the prefixes which are added, all these are added before the stem, they do not change the class of the word they are added to or attached to. For example, we have un and re, and we added un to happy. Happy is an adjective, and unhappy is also an adjective. Fill is a verb, and refill is also a verb. So you can see that in case of these prefixes, there is no change of class. The word remains of the same grammatical category. If it is a noun, it's a noun. If it is an adjective, it's an adjective. Not change the grammatical category of a word. However, sometimes we see that we add some suffixes to a word, right? And that word does not change the class. And these morphemes are derivational form morpheme. For example, we have the example of hood and dumb. These are two derivational morphemes. We add hood to childhood, right? And the child, which is a noun, remains a noun in childhood. Similarly, we have dumb. We have added it to king, and it becomes kingdom. King is in itself a noun, but with the addition of this derivational morpheme dumb, it still remains a noun. So these are some of the examples that there are some there are prefixes which do not change the class, or which are derivational in their essence, and which do not change the class or category of the word. And similarly, there are some suffixes which also do not change the class of the word, although they are derivational morphemes. So derivational morphemes show the inner layer of the words. They are attached to the stem. They are attached to the stem, as we have the example of work and worker. Is attached to the stem. Whereas inflectional suffixes make the outer layer of the word, and we make workers and s is attached as an outer agent to the word worker. So derivational morphemes are of a large number. They are many, contrary to the inflectional morpheme, which are very few, which are only 8 in number. So inflectional, a few in number. They are 8 in number. They are contrary to the derivational morpheme, which are many, and there is a chance of their increase as they belong, as they are comparable to the content words or lexical words.